Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 26th of 2025, and what we're looking at here is start of a new project. My name is Joe. I'm a instrument-rated private pilot. I trained in Cessna 172, bought a 172, and I had some frustrations dealing with the rules, regulations, and shops. It's probably just the state of the industry, but I wanted more control over things. So what this shop is for, I'm putting in a 20-foot by 40-foot shop. It'll have 10-foot walls, but the shop is designed for me to build an airplane in. I took a factory tour of Van's Aircraft and found out that I likely fit in a couple of their models, did a test ride with factory demo pilot, and really became enamored with Van's RV-10. It's a 4-seat, low-wing airplane, much more capable than the 172. And as I survey the market for the fuel burn, currently moving to anything larger or faster just seems out of range. I'm a big guy, and so anything with a small cockpit, not going to do it for me. So this video is kind of lay the groundwork for what I'm doing with the Van's RV-10. I'm not interested in building traffic for a YouTube channel. I do have another one dealing with my pecan business, and that's mainly for education for customers, or if I think I've got something to share with other growers, I might put stuff out. You can see that it's Pecan Lane. This site, I would suggest that you subscribe, maybe if you just want to follow along my process. I'm not going to market the channel. I will use it if I'm dealing with something for maybe a problem, or I'm stumped or don't quite understand the directions. I'll be able to take a video and post it online and ask for help. When you build an experimental airplane, it's important, from what I understand, to prove that you built it, and maybe at times to keep track of hours for different situations. So I picture at least once a week, if I'm building on a regular basis, maybe even every day, just doing a quick video, not real wordy, quick video showing what I've done, and maybe keeping track of the hours involved. But a build log of sorts is needed. I could investigate doing things the way other people have done as far as a build log, but I'm familiar enough with YouTube, and it's fairly effortless to do. So I talked a little bit about why I'm getting into experimental aviation. But one of the big draws of this is to take on a challenge. I'm retired, and taking on a challenge for a big project, having a sense of accomplishment. I'm at a point with some of my hobbies, pecan business, that I spend too much money and a little economic benefit. I've got a pecan business that is profitable. It takes a phenomenal amount of work to manage, and I could probably spend a lot more money to grow the business, aim for more profitability, but I'd work hard without any additional benefit other than hard work. So rather than grow the pecan business and not get an economic return with significant additional investment, I am gonna build an airplane. I figure that the investment that I put in for the shop and for the equipment, I think it will be fulfilling to have a big project. I think it will be fulfilling to be proud of what I've built, and to hold the repairman certificate so that I can do everything myself and sign off my yearly inspection. I do have a flying airplane, so I think if I get bogged down on this, I'll just go fly. I do have significant other interests, and I currently picture that my mornings will be spent living life with a workout and tending to things on the farm, and maybe a significant portion of my afternoons or sit around at night, lazy times, doing some work. I expect that there will be some frustrations with this, with getting bogged down. The external frustrations will probably come from needing another part, or not understanding things, or waiting on kit delivery. And I think that the other frustrations will just be for the sheer length of time, that this might take 2,000 hours or better. I think someone recently took 12 years and 5,000 hours. So my wife certainly thinks I'm going to be on a 12-year path, and we'll see what happens. I really don't want to give up. I expect that the motivators, as far as understanding my own airplane and working on it proficiently, will be a strong motivating factor. Some weaknesses are things that I'm exploring. I think that the kit itself is going to be relatively straightforward as it comes. I'm basically going to assemble a model. So I think anyone that can assemble a model airplane following directions would be able to do this. But for things like my avionics and engine, I think that it will be a bit more of a challenge to become proficient in understanding the nuts and bolts of things to troubleshoot. And so I'm thinking of doing a couple of things. I did take a EAA short course on 2-day class on sheet metal. It was a great introduction. I'll probably take a avionics wiring class also, maybe at one of the big fly-ins like an Oshkosh, or as the time approaches, flying to wherever EAA is teaching the class. As far as the engine, I've got, I think I could probably go through a book or manual and better understand engines. But as far as hands-on, I'm thinking to do 2 different things. I'm going to screw up the name, but I think there's an Aero Power or something like that in Canada. Is a company that will get all the equipment together for building an engine, and then you set up a time and you go up and you spend 2 or 3 days with them building the actual engine. That has great appeal to me as far as understanding the process. So probably at one of these large fly-ins coming up, I'll go and meet with them and feel out that process and talk to others. They all seem quite happy, and I think it will help me to better understand things like my induction system, my electronic ignition systems, the engine, just so that I'm better hands-on and know better what's happening. The other thing that I'm considering doing is Lycoming does a 1-week class in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and I would really like to go and take a 1-week class. I think that they do a 4-hour lecture followed by 4-hour lab, and I think that what they do is they disassemble and then reassemble and get running an engine. And so even if the engine is just a little bit simpler, carbureted, not fuel injected, I think that'll be a much better understanding of the process and help me if I ever need to change a cylinder. So that's what's going on here. I'll probably follow along the building of this building. We're going to put LED lights in it, put a lot of them. I'm going to have a pretty wide door up front. I'm going to minimize windows. I do picture on the near side of the building to me here that we'll put in a bit of a home gym equipment. We do have a little bit of equipment in the house we need to move around. You know, staying fit so I can be a pilot for a while is probably pretty important. Got to keep my ticker healthy and need to stay mobile as I age. So the healthier I am, the longer I can enjoy flying. There are pilots who proactively give up their license at age 70, and I'll have to make a determination when to give up flying for my own health. But I would probably consider a partner in this. I'm certainly going to set up to allow a lot of people to come in and walk in, neighbors, visitors. But I don't have any best mates that I fly with, and I'm not going to push to find a build partner. I'll probably let people come and be hands-on. There will be some times where I will need help. My wife did take the same sheet metal class, so she understands the basics of riveting and the pros and cons, or pluses and minuses of handling things differently. So she'll be of help. She's also smaller than me and might be able to get in some real tight areas. And I bought some extra aluminum, and I'll make people, if they're going to help me on the plane, I'll make them do some demo stuff first. Spend a day with practice sheets. I do see that there are a lot of people who fly and probably are not real rigorous in maintaining a build schedule. And I aim to make this shop comfortable so that I'll want to spend time out here. It will be heated and cooled. I am going to keep it nicely insulated. I don't know about music or entertainment, if that will help or distract. I'll probably in the fall have to lighten how much I work or prioritize my life. That this green building over here is where I run the pecan business, and we do have 7 to 8 acres of pecans. My alternative as far as wasting time and money is we did recently purchase 60 more acres of land, and I could go and add on for the pecans, but it would probably take more money invested in pecans than it would take for me to build the airplane. As far as the expense of building the airplane, I'm ignoring for time. I expect that after I build, I'll be able to sell my current airplane that I'm flying for all of the money that it's going to take to build. So I think that will be nice. One thing I'm aware of, I don't know where I'll fit, is that some people like building and some people like flying. I'm hoping to enjoy both. And my wife has told me that my second airplane that I build will be better. So I'll be open to the idea of building a second airplane. So that's what I've got. If you follow along and have any helpful hints, please share. But I'll post videos as the building goes up. Once the building gets in, I am going to wait 30 days for the concrete to cure, and I'll probably put in epoxy floor. And when that gets scheduled, that's when I'll order my first kit from Vans Aircraft, and I'll have to play along with the engine. Probably after July, if I get up to Oshkosh, large fly-in, then I'll decide how I'm going to handle engine and the other kits and take it from there. So that's all, and wish me well, and bye.